Have you ever wondered what you would do if there were no consequences, no laws, no judgments, no one watching? Would you still be the same person you are today? Or would something darker emerge? Over 2,000 years ago, the philosopher Plato posed this exact question in one of the most unsettling thought experiments in history, the Ring of Gyges, a mythical ring that grants its wearer complete invisibility, and with it, absolute power. Now, here's the real question. If you had the ring, what would you do? Would you resist temptation and stay virtuous? Or would you give in to your desires, knowing that no one would ever find out? And more importantly, does that choice reveal something fundamental about human nature? Let's find out. In Plato's Republic, the story of Gyges is introduced through a conversation between Socrates and Glaucon. Gyges was an ordinary shepherd until he stumbled upon a hidden cave after a violent storm. Inside, he found a mysterious golden ring on the finger of a long-dead king. When he slipped it onto his finger, he discovered something terrifying. With a simple twist, the ring made him invisible. What did he do next? He did exactly what you might expect. He seduced the queen, murdered the king, and seized the throne for himself without consequence. Glaucon tells this story to challenge Socrates, arguing that people are only good because they fear punishment. That deep down, without accountability, anyone, even the most virtuous person, would give in to their darkest desires. But is that true? Plato's question still haunts us today. What really keeps people in check? Is it personal virtue, or is it just social pressure? Think about it. Why do we stop at red lights when no one is around? Why do we hold the door for a stranger? Is it because we believe it's right, or because we fear judgment? Psychologists call this the observer effect, the idea that we behave better when we think we're being watched. Studies show that even something as simple as a pair of fake eyes on a poster can make people act more honestly. But what happens when we're not being observed? What happens when no one is watching? Today, we do have something like the Ring of Gaja, except it's not a ring, it's the internet. Online anonymity has allowed people to act in ways they never would in real life. Harassment, deception, and cruelty become easy when there's no accountability. Social media, dark web forums, deepfake technology, all modern examples of what happens when people feel invisible. Just think about trolls, people who hide behind anonymous profiles just to tear others down. Would they still say those things if their real identity was known? Probably not. But anonymity isn't just about harm. It can also liberate people. Some use it to explore new identities, seek truth, or escape oppressive environments. So does power always corrupt? Or does it just amplify who we already are? Friedrich Nietzsche had his own take on this. He believed that morality was often a tool used by the weak to control the strong. He argued that most people follow rules not because they believe in them, but because they are afraid of consequences. But what if, like Gyges, you had no reason to fear? Would you create your own morality or abandon it altogether? This is what makes the story of Gyges so dangerous. It forces us to ask, is morality real or just an illusion we uphold for society's sake? So, let's bring it back to you. If you had the Ring of Gyges right now, would you use it? Be honest. Would you take what you want, knowing you'd never be caught? Would you act out fantasies that society condemns? Or would you resist, choosing to do what's right even when no one is watching? Maybe the truth is, the answer isn't black and white. Maybe morality is less about being watched and more about who you are when no one is looking. Because in the end, the most revealing question isn't what would you do if no one could see you, but rather, what does that choice say about who you truly are? Let me know in the comments. Would you trust yourself with the Ring of Gyges? And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content on philosophy, psychology, and the hidden forces shaping our minds. Thanks for watching.